Hi, Tom Butler with Extreme O2. I wanted to do a video and give you an update. We redid our VO2 max test at week 5, and the results are a 17% increase in VO2 max and a 17% increase in METs. And that's over 5 weeks from a day 0 data point. The interesting thing was I needed to look at a calendar and find out actually how long I had been on this protocol. As it turns out, I've been on it 6.5 weeks. For me, that was surprising because I feel like I'm experiencing results that I normally would associate with being on something around 4 months or 5 months. I feel like my body has quickly moved to this nice, solid aerobic state. Another great thing that happened was I lost about 10 pounds, and really without thinking about it, I think I just attribute that more or less to diet. My cravings are gone. And I'd say I'm eating more from a perspective of nutrition than I have in the past, and easier to eat in that direction as well. It's something I had never experienced, and I had heard individuals talk about eating strictly from a nutritional standpoint, and I kind of shrugged it off because I had always dealt with some type of food craving and didn't understand what it was like to not have those. So that's been a really interesting thing that's happened along the way. I also had a really great experience mountain biking the other weekend, finding what I feel like is another level to my cardiovascular system, and then getting the great compliment as we arrive at the top. My friend looks at me and he says, "You're not even breathing hard." So for me, that was just an indication of how far I'd come in really just only a few weeks. I feel like my body is much more comfortable, and it's reflected in my attitude, and I just feel like a much happier person, even when I'm going through the stress events. So I feel like there are multiple viewpoints to the attributes of this system, and a time saving as well. In this protocol, I'm only riding the bike about 15 minutes, and I've worked my way up to a Sprint 8 protocol, which is about a 2-minute warm-up, followed by a 30-second full effort event on low oxygen air, followed by a 45-second recovery on oxygen concentrated air. You repeat that 30-second and 45-second cycle 8 times, and then you have a cleanup at the end. For me, that's a really intense workout for a day, and I typically will alternate that with less intense protocols. And I feel like that's what's working for me right now. But again, it happens all within 15 minutes, and I feel like I get the workout that otherwise would have taken me, maybe about an hour and a half. We'll do a retest at about 9 weeks, so we'll keep you posted on that data. And thank you for following, and have a good evening.